Limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts from 17 yards out. And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular...
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Connor on the read option. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Murray now to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Second and 4. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a day it's been so far. This the 3rd of our Saturday triple header. 3 more to come.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
On 2nd down, Pollard. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor. Oh, Connor loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Connor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Shotgun now for Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. It's caught by Sanders. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 31 yards. And the Eagles continue to roll. Elliott good with a PAT. And swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are to be...
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Going to run with Madison again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun is Minshew.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Arizona. Now Murray again. Zach Ertz has it complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Hardman on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another carry now for Madison. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running from the shotgun with Madison. Running right through him. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got